Hey man, I'm Jusko from ProudMoney.com. Chase has announced the 5% cashback categories for the Chase Freedom Flex for the third quarter of 2024, and those categories are gas stations, electric vehicle charging, select live entertainment, and movie theaters. Now, gas stations and electric vehicle charging, pretty self-explanatory. You should know, though, that as far as gas stations go, that's like dedicated gas stations where that's their main business. So sometimes if you're getting gas from a superstore or something along those lines that has a gas station, it might not always code as gas. So you do want to make sure that you are getting your 5% on those, or if you find out you're not getting your 5%, don't get your gas there if you want to get your 5 points per dollar or your 5% cash back from Chase in the third quarter. In terms of select live entertainment, that is going to include things like sporting events, concerts, museums, amusement parks, live theater, tourist attractions, which is sort of a vague category, but that all kind of goes into the select live entertainment, so there's a lot underneath that umbrella. Movie theaters generally is not part of select live entertainment, so it's nice that that is its own category that they are specifying here for the third quarter to know that you're going to get your 5 points or 5% cash back on those purchases as well. Now, as I just alluded to, what you are getting in these 5% categories is 5 points per dollar in the Chase Ultimate Rewards program, which you can use for cash back, which is the 5% cash back if you go that route, but then you can also use them for other potential redemptions, including if you have one of the Chase Sapphire cards, you could put your points together into the Chase Sapphire account and get yourself something extra on those travel purchases when you book through Chase Travel. So if you're someone that's doing the Chase trifecta or any combination of Chase cards and you have one of those Sapphire cards, well then this is a time where you can get those 5 points per dollar and potentially turn them into all the way up to like 7.5% in value if you had the Chase Sapphire Reserve, or what's the math, 6.25% in value through the Chase Sapphire Preferred when you book through the Chase Travel Portal. You get that 5% cash back or 5 points per dollar on up to $1,500 worth of purchases in those categories combined during the calendar quarter. If you make purchases that go beyond $1,500, those further purchases would go down to a 1% cash back or 1 point per dollar reward. The third quarter, if you don't know, your calendar starts on July 1st and it ends on September 30th of 2024. Remember that you do have to activate in order to get the 5% in those categories, which means you have to either go into the Chase app or you have to go online to the Chase Freedom Flex page that is for activations, or even call Chase and say, yes, I do want 5% in those categories where you are offering it, even though there's no reason that you wouldn't want 5%. They still make you activate, and you can activate starting right now, or you can activate all the way almost up until the end of the third quarter. So even if you forget for a while, you can still activate later and you'll get the 5% even on those purchases that you have already made. So it's like backdated to the beginning of July. Many people that have the Chase Freedom Flex card also have the Discover It card, which also offers 5% in rotating categories to change each calendar quarter. If you were not aware, the 5% categories on the Discover It card for the third quarter are grocery stores and Walmart, so we don't have any overlap between the two cards, which will make you happy if you have both of them. How do we feel about those 5% categories for the third quarter? Well, I would think most Chase Freedom Flex holders are pretty happy. Gas, always a popular category to get that maximum reward on. And of course, now with many more people having electric vehicles, EV charging is a popular category as well. The Select Live Entertainment has a nice big umbrella in terms of what falls underneath that, and now with movie theaters also thrown in, it makes that umbrella even a little bit bigger in terms of your entertainment dollar for the summer of 2024. No overlap with the Discover card, so that is good. And then of course, if you do have one of the Chase Sapphire cards, to get 5 points per dollar in these popular categories is a nice thing, because you can potentially get even more value when you go through the Chase Travel Portal and book your travel that way. So to me, seems like an all-around good quarter from Chase, but what really matters is what you think. I would love to hear about it in that comment section below. Otherwise, I thank you for watching, and as always, please go to ProudMoney.com, where we do credit card reviews, we talk personal finance, we talk deals, and all sorts of other fun stuff too. If you're not going to go to the website, or for whatever reason not leave a comment, the next video you're going to want to watch is right there.